can tell, I like Logan Paul's strength. So I love energy drinks, and recently I just went and bought 5 cases of Prime, every single flavor, and I was just trying to see which one I liked really. But what that turned into is now I have about 70 cans downstairs in my room that are just sitting there doing nothing. So I had a bright idea to try to build a coffee table and try to give it to Logan Paul. So here's the idea. I'm gonna build a coffee table similar to this, and I'm gonna take out strips of wood and like Prime cans. And so hopefully Logan Paul is watching this. And Logan, I wanna try to give this to you when I'm finished with it. But right now I'm gonna set up the tools and we're gonna get started working. As you can tell, all the tools are now set up. So I'm gonna get started cutting all of our pieces of wood, and then hopefully by the end of the day, we can get started assembling this thing. So as you can tell, this is the design we're gonna go for. I really like the way it looks right now. Obviously, we are far off from the end product, but I am super excited to actually build this thing. I've been wanting to build it for a while, I just haven't gotten around to it, but I'm finally working on it. I know that the design is now done, but I have a lot more work to do in terms of like cutting pieces of wood, yada, yada, yada. I just kind of built this design to give you guys a look, so I'm gonna get back to work. It's gonna take me a while, so bear with me. As you saw yesterday, we just finished building the base of the table, and so today I'm gonna try to glue all the cans together and make our channel like basically ready for the cans to be installed. Just like that, all the bottles are now glued together. I think this table is turning out phenomenal. So, and just like that, our first glue up is now started. The goal is, after this is dry, we're gonna put the mahogany on the outside. I'm gonna spray paint inside here, but I think it's gonna look great. I'm actually really happy with our progress so far. Hopefully, not tomorrow, the next day, we're gonna be doing the epoxy, which is the hardest part about this. So as you can tell, the black spray paint is officially done. Right now it's drying, and in a minute, as you see over there, I'm gonna put all those cans in and hot glue it. And the goal is gonna be, I wanna pour the epoxy basically right after I'm done putting in the cans. I'm kind of nervous to do the epoxy because I'll be honest, I've never really done epoxy before. And so after I'm done putting the cans in, I'm gonna basically prep the epoxy and we'll see how it goes. It may go good or bad. My dad's gonna help me and he's done epoxy before, so wish me luck. Our next step is to pour the epoxy. Completely done sanding. Our next step is I want to router this edge because it's too sharp and I really don't like it. As you can tell, the prime table is now completely done. It is not perfect by any means. This is my first time I ever did a project similar to this. So there's a lot of flaws, but I'm gonna install some coffee stand lights and then I'm gonna go put it in my basement. In the last clip I mentioned a bunch of flaws that happened. So I'm gonna show you a few of them. When I was pouring the epoxy leaked out of this one and it dried right on that black edge. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but right on this edge. So you see black smoke all down the can, which I wasn't anticipating, but it only happened really because my epoxy leaked and there was nothing I could do at that point. Problem number 2 was all these bubbles happened and I tried my best to pop them, but it ended up just happening during the night after I poured it, which sort of sucks. And there's a little bit more bubbles over here. Overall, I'm super happy with it, but this is my first project I've done of this caliber, and I made every mistake that you could make. There's even a fly. Right here, there's a fly in the epoxy, which I find hilarious. So, overall, I'm really happy. I wouldn't give this to Logan Paul only because I'm just not happy with it, so I would make another one for him. But if you enjoyed this video so far, make sure to like and subscribe, and check out some of the other stuff. I promise I'll get better at epoxy work.